So instead of inches, feet, and miles, we're going to be metric, okay? Look.
No funny.
What are the four, there are four, and you all know all of them. What are the 4 units of length, the main important ones anyway, not like the really, really microscopic ones and the super ridiculously long ones. What are the 4 important ones in the metric system? Someone want to start us off? Anyone?
Centimeters, millimeters.
Centimeters, okay. You can write/draw this with me. Let's do centimeters sort of about here. Whoops, centimeters. Okay, another one. I heard a few. Millimeters. I'll do this one over here.
Wait, why are you doing that?
You'll see in a second.
Are you writing under it?
I will write above and below, actually.
Nanometers.
What's after centimeters?
Meters.
Just meters.
Meter.
And there's one more that we would use frequently. Yeah, kilometers. That's right. What's our name?
What about nanometers for after millimeters?
Yeah, I know. So as I mentioned, if you were listening about 45 seconds ago, these are the ones that we can measure. So you'd need a scanning electron microscope, I suppose, to do nanometers, but we don't have one of those handy. Whereas even kilometers, I mean, we did a cross-country recently, so you guys are familiar with it. Now, these are the 4 main units that we're going to be talking in terms of. Okay. So how do we move between them? Well, the metric system makes it super easy. It's not like 24 of this or 6,080 of that. For instance, if you have 1 kilometer, for example, 1 kilometer. Okay. How do you turn from a kilometer into meters?
You divide it by something.
Ooh. Okay, now hold on. What does kilo actually stand for? Kilo is a word. It means 1,000, right? So kilometers literally means 1,000 meters. So if I say 1 kilometer, it means 1,000 meters. 2 kilometers, 2,000 meters. So to go from here to here, this is going to be 1,000 meters.
I did it
Yes.
differently.
So the number is actually multiplied by 1,000.
I did it all differently.
Okay? How did you do it?
I did meters, then centimeters, then millimeters, and kilometers.
Oh yeah, well I'm kind of going from biggest to smallest. That's okay.
Dang.
Alright, so that was 1 kilometer, 1,000 meters. Okay, let's go again. Meters to centimeters. Well, how many centimeters are there in a meter?
100.
Answer 100. Just like there are 1,000 meters in a kilometer. So you multiply by 100, right? So 1 kilometer is 1,000 meters, which is also 100,000 centimeters. Is that okay? This 1 kilometer that we started with? All right, one more time. How many millimeters in a centimeter? 10. So going this way, multiply by 10. So now if I ask the question, how many millimeters are there in a kilometer? The answer would be, well, I add another 0, don't I? Which would give me 1,000,000. Okay, cool, done. By the way, sorry, this is not very clear. All of the units here, they're all lowercase. So, okay, M, C, M, double M. Cool, done, all right? Now, if you've already opened up to page 190, okay, it starts off pretty basic. I reckon you can do question 1 without any help on my own, okay? On your own, rather. But question 2 is where there are actually, like, problems that require some thought, okay? So, for instance, let's read question 2 together. You might want to go that way. Blue ribbon is sold for $1.10 per meter. What's the cost of 350 centimeters of this ribbon? Okay, so let me just quickly write down with you, and I suggest you do this as well. This is question 2. Yep. Sorry? What do you think? What does it matter anyway? Question 2 says, what do we say? $1.10 per meter, was it? Is that what it says?
Oh, yeah.
$1.10 per meter. Okay. And then they say, how much will it cost for 350 centimeters? Okay. So, I think it's really handy. I mean, especially at the beginning. Later on, you won't need to write this out, but it's a super useful problem-solving strategy to get all the important bits of information down in front of you, like with your pen, it helps you process it in your head. The first thing we want to do is this kind of thing. This is what we were doing here was conversions, okay? Converting between units. So see how we've got this in 350 centimeters. That's how much I want, okay? But the units they give us are not in centimeters. They're in meters, okay? So what I'm going to do is turn 350 centimeters into the units that I need, right? So I want 350 centimeters, and I want it in meters. Okay, now have a look here, right? We were going from kilometers to meters to centimeters to millimeters, from big to small. Okay? But here I want to go the other way. I want to go from centimeters to meters. That's from here to here. How am I going to do it? Yeah. You've already calculated, have you? Well, how am I going to? I heard it over here. Instead of multiplying, I'm going to divide. I don't know. What should I divide by? Same number that I have here. Divide by 100. Which, by the way, it's the same deal all the way through, right? You know, I've got plumbers coming to have a look at my my bathroom because I'm getting a new shower and that kind of thing. And they're like, oh, 900 mil this, 1,000 mil that. And I'm like, okay, hold on, what units are they talking about? They're all talking in millimeters. So if I went millimeters to centimeters, I would divide by whatever number I had before, right? 10. And here, if you just carry the pattern. Okay, make sense? So, which one am I interested in? Centimeters to meters, so I divide by 100. Is that okay? 350 divided by 100. That's how many meters it'll be. What is 350 divided by 100?
3.5 meters.
Exactly. So, if that's how much I actually want, I can then say, therefore the cost will be how many meters times how much it will cost for each meter. Which I don't actually know what that is. It must be $3.85? $3.85? Someone want to check that on their calculator? Does it check out? Yeah? Happy?
Good job, sir. What an idiot.
Can anyone check for me with their calculator? 385? Great. Okay. So, most of the questions in this, I mean, we're kind of revising this, right? It's just those two steps. There will be some conversion involved here. Conversion. Okay? And then after that, okay, solve the problem. Bring it into whatever kind of information you need. Whether it's a cost or a time or anything like that. Okay, so have those two stages there.